Welcome dear students. Today we are going to complete our practice set 1.4. Now I am going to read the first example. The ratio of corresponding sides of similar triangles is 3:5. Then find the ratio of their areas. Now here the most important thing in this example that they have given the ratio of the corresponding sides, not the actual lengths of the sides, and therefore we are going to consider. Let first example, let the corresponding sides of similar triangles be B1 and B2, and therefore B1 is to B2 is equal to 3:5. This is our given. Now what you are going to find out? The ratio of the areas. Therefore, ratio of areas of similar triangles is equal to, we have already completed important theorem of ratio of areas of similar triangles. It is equal to B1 square upon B2 square by theorem of areas of similar triangles. Now the most important thing here, we are not going to substitute directly the values 3 and 5. Since these are not actual lengths of sides, this is a ratio, and therefore add one more step. Therefore B1 upon B2 the whole square. But we know that B1 is to B2 is 3:5. Substituting the given values, the whole square, that is 3 square upon 5 square. And we know that 3 square is 9 and 5 square is 25. And therefore, the ratio of areas of similar triangles is equal to 9:25. The example is very simple, but here this step is most important, that we are not going to substitute directly the values 3:5, since this is the given ratio, not the actual lengths of the sides. Now we are going to consider second example. Now read the second example. It is small activity. If triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR and AB is to PQ is equal to 2:3, then filling the blanks. Now I am going to write first of all the given things. Triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR. This is given. Also, one ratio is given. AB is to PQ is given as 2:3. Then you are going to substitute the filling the blanks. First step, area of triangle ABC is to area of triangle PQR is equal to, now they have given here first step that AB square, and second thing is here you are going to substitute the filling the blanks. Now we know the theorem that the ratio of areas of two similar triangles is always equal to the squares of their ratio of squares of their corresponding sides. Since side AB is given, the corresponding side is PQ square. Now, they have given the ratio AB upon PQ as 2:3. In our textbook, they have directly given the step that 2 square upon 3 square. But they have not substituted the values AB is equal to 2 and PQ is equal to 2. Here also you are going to write two steps that is equal to AB upon PQ. Don't write these steps, but I am going to explain you. No need to write these steps, but these are AB upon PQ the whole square, that is equal to 2 upon 3 the whole square. No need to write these two steps. Then afterward these steps come. That means they have eliminated these two steps and directly given the third step, that is 2 square upon 3 square, and we know that 2 square is 4 and 3 square is 9, and therefore your final answer of filling the blanks, that is the 4:9 is your final answer. But here also in this example, please remember that 2 and 3 are not the actual values of AB and PQ. It is the ratio of AB upon PQ, and therefore please remember these two middle steps. No need to write in exam, but you have to remember these two steps. Now, let us consider example number 3. Now, here also one activity is given. I am going to write first of all the given things. Third example from practice set 1.4. First thing they have given that triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR. And also they have given the two areas of the triangles, that area of triangle ABC is equal to 80 units is not given, and area of triangle PQR is equal to 125. Now here also you are going to substitute and fill in the blanks, that is area of triangle ABC upon area of triangle PQR is equal to, substituting given values, you will get 80:125. Now you are going to find out the two corresponding sides of the triangles, that is AB upon PQ. Now I am going to write, this is statement number 1. Here they have given only the filling the blanks. No need to extend this example and write the middle steps, but I am going to explain all steps. Area of triangle ABC upon area of triangle PQR. Using the theorem of areas of two similar triangles, I will get that is equal to AB square upon PQ square. This is my statement number 2. But here, in the first step, I will take common 5, that is, it is 16 into 5, and here 25 into 5. 5 is the common multiple of both the numbers, and therefore my ratio is 16 upon 25. This is my statement number 1. That is, the given ratio is 80:125, but 16 5s are 80 and 25 5s are 125. 5 gets eliminated, and therefore my ratio is 16:25. Now from these statements, here the reason by theorem of areas of similar triangles. And therefore from 1 and 2, compare these two. Left hand side of both the expressions is equal, and therefore there is equality between right hand side also. Therefore from 1 and 2 I will get AB square upon PQ square is equal to 16:25. Now taking square roots of both the sides, I will get, therefore AB upon PQ is equal to square root of 16 is 4 and square root of 25 is 5. This is my final answer. Now here in this example, they have directly given these two steps only, and example is given as activity. But if the example is not given as an activity, you have to write each and every step which I have taken on blackboard. That write first of all the given ratio, simplify and write the simplest form of the given ratio, then use the theorem and write the ratio again, and therefore by equating these two expressions, since left hand side is equal, there is equality between right hand side, and therefore AB square upon PQ square is 16 is to 25, and therefore taking square roots of both the sides, we will get AB upon PQ is equal to 4 is to 5. Now here we will complete next example, that is example number 4. Take the fourth example. In this example, they have given first of all a pair of similar triangles. Triangle element is similar to triangle PQR. Secondly, they have given that 9 into area of triangle PQR is equal to 16 into area of triangle LMN. And also they have given value of one segment, that is QR is equal to 20. I am going to write here that also QR is equal to 20. Since I want to convert this given expression in terms of ratio. Now read the example. Here you are going to find out length of segment MN. They have given QR and you are going to find out MN. Now by given expression, since they have given first of all triangle LMN, I want to transpose triangle PQR on that side. I will get 9 upon 16 is equal to area of triangle LMN upon area of triangle PQ and R. Since this is given, this is my statement number 1. Now, since the given two triangles are similar to each other, I am going to apply the theorem of areas of similar triangles. Area of triangle LMN upon area of triangle PQR is equal to, now I am going to take the given corresponding sides, that is first thing is MN square upon QR square by, this is my statement number 2, by theorem of areas of similar triangles. Now observe these two statements. Here these two are common, and therefore from 1 and 2 I will get MN square upon QR square is equal to 9 is to 16. Now these two are, both the numbers are perfect squares. I am taking square roots of both the sides. I will get, therefore Mn upon QR is equal to square root of 9 is 3 and square root of 16 is 4, taking square roots of both the sides. Now they have given me value of QR is equal to 20. Substitute that given value. Mn upon 20 is equal to 3 upon 4. Now cross multiplying 4 into Mn is equal to 3 into 20. Now I can write the last step that therefore Mn is equal to 3 upon 3 into 20 divided by 4. Transpose 4 on this side. I will get 4 5s are 20. Therefore it is 3 into 5. My final answer that Mn is equal to 15 units. Since unit is not given, I am using the word 15 units. Now here I have completed my fourth example. Now solve example number 5 and 6 as homework. Now we are going to complete the next and the last example from this practice set, that is example number 7. I will first of all write the entire example on blackboard and then we will complete it. Students, now we are going to complete seventh example from the same practice set. This example is very important. It is given as activity in our textbook, but try to learn it, that if the example is given to solve the entire example, then also you can easily solve the example. Now I am going to read the given things. Now first of all observe the given figure. Bigger triangle DEF is given. In that triangle one segment PQ is given, and the most important thing they have given that segment PQ is parallel to segment DE. Also they have given the area of the smaller triangle, that is PQF is equal to 20 units, and here they have given one relationship between the segment PF as well as DP, that length of PF is twice the length of DP, and they have considered in the exam that let us consider DP is equal to X. By given relationship we will get if DP is X then PF is equal to 2X. Please observe these given things. Segment PQ is parallel to DE. This is the first important thing they have given. Also they have given that consider DP as X, and they have given the relationship between PF and DP, that length of PF is twice of DP, but we have considered DP as X and therefore we will get PF as equal to 2X. Now also they have given the area of this smaller triangle is 20 units, and let us assume DP as X and therefore PF is equal to 2X. In this given example, the activity is given to find the entire area of the square DPQE. D, P, Q and E. To find the area of this square, you are going to first of all determine the area of the bigger triangle, and if we subtract the area of smaller triangle from that area of bigger triangle, then you will get the area of that quadrilateral DPQE. Now we are going to complete the entire example. Let us assume DP is equal to X. We have taken it X and therefore PF is equal to 2X. Now DF. Now here they have not mentioned the betweenness, but here the betweenness is D dash, P dash, F, and therefore DF is equal to DP plus PF. First fill in the blank is PF, that DP plus PF is entire DF. Now we have considered DP as equal to X, and therefore by given relationship we are having PF is equal to 2X and X plus 2X is equal to 3X. Now we are going to learn the second part of the example. In triangle FDE, bigger triangle, and triangle FPQ, smaller triangle. The most important thing they have given that PQ is parallel to DE, and since the two segments are parallel to each other, if we have considered two transversals, then we will get two pairs of corresponding angles. The first angle FDE. FDE. If I have considered this angle, then this angle FPQ is also corresponding angle. Now I am going to write the name angle FPQ. This is the first filling the blanks. This is the these two are corresponding angles. Now consider the second pair, angle FED. These two are corresponding angles. Now I am going to write the name angle FQP. Now this one is the first filling the blank and this one is the second. Now therefore, since two pairs of angles are congruent to each other, the triangles are similar to each other by a test of similarity. Now here, first of all, apply the theorem of areas of two triangles. Now since the given triangles, we have already proved the triangles are similar to each other. Therefore, the ratio of their areas is equal to the ratio of squares of their corresponding sides. Now I am having which corresponding sides? Now I am having length of FP as well as DF and PF, and therefore FDE, therefore the first thing is DF square. Now if DF is there, the second is FP or PF, whatever it may be. If you write FP, then it also correct. DF is 3x, we have already proved that DF is 3x and PF is 2x, and therefore the next 3x square upon 2x square is equal to 9x square upon 4x square. X square gets eliminated. Ratio is 9:4. Now the ratio of these two is 9:4. Transpose this denominator, that is area of triangle FPQ, on right side. This is your next step. Transpose area of triangle FPQ on right side. But they have given area of this smaller triangle, that area of triangle PQF is equal to 20 units. PQ and F. PQ and F is equal to 20 units. And therefore, when I divide 20 by 4, I am getting 5. And 9 5s are 45. Now the units, square units. Now, therefore, area of quadrilateral DPQE is equal to area of triangle FDE, which I have just now calculated. It is 45. Smaller triangle area is 20. And subtract 20 from 45, you will get 25 square units. Here we have completed our example number 7, which is given as activity in our exercise book. Now there is one problem set behind this entire chapter. Each and every example is important, but I am not going to take each and every example. Now in this academic year, they have eliminated examples 8, 9 and 10 from page number 28 and 29. Examples 8, 9 and 10 are eliminated. Now we will complete 2-3 examples from this problem set, and the remaining examples solve as homework. And now I am going to take example number 4 and 5 from problem set. Now consider the fourth example. Example number 4. Two right angle triangles are given. When you are going to study mathematics 2, try to learn each and every example with the help of the given figure. And it is very important. A, B and C. This is first right angle triangle. And DCB is the second right angle triangle. Here length of AB is 6 and length of DC is 8. Now observe the given figure and write the given thing. Angle ABC is equal to angle DCB, which is equal to 90 degree. Here length of AB is equal to 6 and DC is equal to 8. Now you are going to find out the ratio of areas of two triangles. Area of triangle ABC is to area of triangle DCB. First of all, try to understand the given figure. Both the triangles are right angle triangles since two angles are given each 90 degree. Now they have given the heights of both the triangles. Now there is one relationship between the given triangles that they are having a common base. BC is the common base of both the triangles. In this chapter, we have completed one important property that when the triangles are having common base, the ratio of their areas is equal to the ratio of their corresponding heights, and heights of both the triangles are given. Now I am going to write the ratio that area of triangle ABC is to area of triangle DCB is equal to height of first triangle is AB, height of second triangle is DC. Triangles having common base. Base BC is the common base, no need to write the name of the base. Now I am having value length of AB is 6 and length of DC is 8. Simplified. 3 2s are, sorry, 2 3s are 6 and 2 4s are 8. Now therefore my final answer of the given ratio is 3:4. This is the simplified form of the given answer. Now this figure is very important. Examples based on this figure are always included in SSC board exam. Try to understand that BC is the common base. Both are right angles and therefore the ratio of their areas is equal to ratio of their corresponding heights. Now we will complete example number 5, which is also very important related with our exam. Now, first of all, try to understand the figure given in example number 5. Two triangles are given. First one is triangle PQS. Height of this triangle is PM. Second triangle is given. Height of this triangle is also given. Height of this triangle is Rn. Now, read the given example. Length of PM is equal to 10 centimeter. Length of the first triangle, height of first triangle is 10 centimeter. Also, they have given two different things. That is, the areas of both the triangles are given. I am going to write the given things here. PM is equal to 10 centimeter. Also, area of triangle PQS is equal to 100 square centimeter. Area of triangle QRS is equal to 110 square centimeter, and you are going to find out RNR, that is height of the second triangle. Now please observe the given figure. First of all, areas of both the triangles are given. Now here, observe the given figure. It is also similar to the earlier figure. Here also QS is the common base of both the triangles, and therefore using the same property I can write area of triangle PQS upon area of triangle QRS. Since common base is there, the ratio of their areas is equal to ratio of their corresponding heights. It is equal to PM and RN or NR, whatever it may be. Since they have given NR, I am going to write NR. Actually it is RN. Now by property I will get this my first statement. Now here I am having value of these two, that area of triangle PQS is 100, area of triangle QRS is 110, length of PM is equal to 10, and length of NR you are going to find out. Now here write the reason: triangles having common base, and therefore ratio of their areas is equal to ratio of their corresponding heights. Cross multiply 100 into NR is equal to 10 into 110. Therefore NR is equal to 10 into 110 divided by 100. Both the zeros gets eliminated, and therefore NR is equal to 11. This is my final answer. And since the units are centimeter, my final answer is NR is equal to 11 centimeter. Here we have completed our example number 5. Now I will take example number 7, which is based on basic proportionality theorem. Now one simple figure is given. Here also example number 7 from the same problem set. One triangle, obtuse angle triangle is given. Here they have given that in triangle ABC, DE is parallel to AB. Now observe the figure. In triangle ABC, first thing they have given A dash, D dash, C and B dash, E dash, C. Between this of both the sides are given, and also important thing, segment DE is parallel to side AB. Now apply. I am going to substitute the values 5, 3, x, and this is 6.4 minus x. Now here how to solve this? Now I am going to apply basic proportionality theorem. We will get the ratio, that is start from C, CD upon DA or AD is equal to CE upon BE or EB by basic proportionality theorem. Now observe the figure. If you start from A, then you, at the second time you are going to start from B. But I have started from vertex C. CD upon DA is equal to CE upon EB. Now I am going to substitute the values. CD is 3, DA is 5, CE is 6.4 minus x upon B is equal to x. Substituting given values. Now here cross multiply, you will get, therefore 3 into x is 3x is equal to 5 into bracket 6.4 minus x. Therefore 3x is equal to, when I multiply 5 with 6.4, I am getting 32 minus 5x. Transpose 5x on left side. 3x plus 5x is equal to 32. 8x is equal to 32. Therefore, x is equal to 32 upon 8. When I divide 32 by 8, I will get x is equal to 4. This is my final answer. That BE, length of BE, they have considered BE as x. BE is equal to 4. Since I have units are not given, if you write units, then also you are correct. Now we are going to complete the example number 12, which is also given as an activity. I am going to write the entire activity on blackboard and then we will complete the example. Students, now we are going to complete example number 12 from this problem set. The example is very important. Now, first of all, try to understand the figure. Just now we have completed one example related with the same figure. Here also, in the bigger triangle ABC, segment XY is given parallel to side AC or segment AC. This is the most important thing they have given. Now, relationship between the two segments is also given. 2ax is equal to 3bx. They have started the example from this, and also they have given the side of xy is equal to 9. The segment xy is equal to 9. Now we will complete the entire example. First of all, they have given the relationship between ax and bx. That twice of ax is equal to thrice of bx. And therefore ax upon bx, they have transposed bx on left side and therefore transpose this 2 on that side. You will get the answer, that is 3:2. Ax upon bx is equal to 3:2. We have simply used that transpose bx on left side and transpose 2 on right side. Now in 9th standard, in the chapter ratio and proportion, you have completed many important properties, that is componendo, dividendo, componendo, dividendo. Now here, from those properties, we are going to use one important property which is known as componendo. The meaning of the property componendo means add denominator to numerator. Now here, ax upon bx, and therefore I am going to add the denominator bx in the numerator. Ax plus bx upon bx. Now here also my numerator is 3. I am going to add the denominator 2 in the numerator and keep numerator denominator also as 2. Now the next step, apply betweenness ax and ax plus bx. Since there is betweenness a dash x dash b, the entire ax plus bx is equal to ab. Here also 3 plus 2 is equal to 5 and 5 upon 2. We will get here that the entire bigger ratio bx ab upon bx is equal to 5 upon 2. Now they have given directly one step, that the triangle, bigger triangle BCA is similar to smaller triangle BYX. By which test? Now just now we have completed one important example. In that example we have learned that here these two angles, this angle and this angle, is a pair of corresponding angles. Also this angle and this angle is a pair of corresponding angles, and therefore these two triangles are similar to each other by AA test of similarity. Now here, next step, since the triangles are similar to each other by AA test of similarity, their corresponding sides are in proportion, and therefore BA upon BX is equal to CAC upon XY. But just now we have completed the ratio AB upon BX, that is 5 upon 2. I am going to substitute the value here. Cross multiply, you will get AC is equal to 9 into 5 divided by 2. Observe the given figure. 2 into AC is equal to 9 into 5. Again transpose 2 on that side. You will get 9 5s are 45. Half of 45 is equal to 22 by 22.5. Or write one extra step, or directly write down your answer, that the final answer is 22.5. Now students, here we have completed the important chapter from mathematics 2, that is similarity. Complete all remaining examples from problem set as homework. Solve the multiple choice questions also, which are very important. In our next lecture, we will start our second chapter from mathematics 2. Thank you.